We are back again for another edition of our Cause of the Week Lunch and Learn. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Christy Kennel, an Associate Director for the Combined Federal Campaign. And this week, we are highlighting faith-based organizations. And faith-based charities provide shelter for the homeless, feed hungry, care for the sick and elderly, and educate children through youth programs. Next, we are going to hear from a few of these organizations.
Hi, federal workers. My name is Julie Dudley, and I'm one of the Associate Directors for the Combined Federal Campaign. Our cause of the week is faith-based, and I have great pleasure in introducing CEO Chris Tan from Catholic Charities of Eastern Virginia. Thank you for joining us today, Chris.
Oh, thank you very much. And thank you to the federal workers for making this possible for us to join you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Can you tell our federal workers, what was your organization's response to the COVID-19 pandemic?
So Catholic Charities, during that time, we served mostly the poor and the working poor. So their access to services was very limited during COVID, but Catholic Charities remained open. We remained open to our staff and our clients throughout COVID, helping and doing different things than we've ever done before. We did food assistance to those seniors who couldn't get to the food pantry because of COVID. We've done, rent and utility assistance. That's 5 times what we normally do in a year in 9 months. And then, of course, remaining open for our clients to access the services that we have every day.
So what is one of the things that the federal workers don't already know about Catholic Charities of Eastern Virginia?
I think there's a couple of things. I think most importantly is that there's often a misnomer that we only serve Catholics. And so because we're a faith-based organization, we only serve our faith. Actually, 90% of the people we serve are not Catholic. We serve because we're Catholic, not because they're Catholic. And so I think oftentimes the federal workers may be feeling like if they give to a faith-based organization, they only serve those of their faith, but it's actually quite the opposite for Catholic Charities. We serve because of our faith, but we also serve those who don't belong to our faith as a practice.
And thank you for what you do. Sure. Can you share a client story that embodies your mission?
Yes, I think the best story that would give us the sense of mission is this kind of drive to self-sufficiency. So we had a person that came to us looking for rent and utility assistance. And we were able to help them with 1 month's rent and utility, but we also could offer them mental health services, which they took advantage of, and then really financial and housing counseling services that helped to coach them through their process. And one of the goals that they identified in helping them achieve a self-sufficiency was to buy their first home. So they had originally started out as homeless. They came to us when they had some rental issues. So they had gotten a rental property, but they were having some hard time making the rent because of COVID. And then they identified that they would really like to own their own home. So after a year and a half of working with us on their credit score, working with us on enhancing their budgeting skills, they purchased their first home a couple of months ago. So, I mean, our job at Catholic Charities is to get people to self-sufficiency to the point that they don't need our service. And so whether that's through a variety of services that we offer. And so our goal was always help our clients achieve their own goals. And I think that's a perfect example of that.
What a fantastic story. Well, thank you, Chris, for joining us today and for telling us a bit about Catholic Charities of Eastern Virginia.
Thank you very much. And thank you to the federal workers who contribute to the work that we do and other faith-based organizations do. It's such a blessing. It sustains our work. We're just so appreciative of that opportunity to be a part of the CFC campaign.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. If Genesis got it wrong, how can we trust the rest of the Bible? At the Institute for Creation Research, we've spent almost 50 years researching the science behind Genesis. Our investigations range from geological formations of the Earth to human-chimp DNA similarities, from soft tissues and dinosaur fossils to the mysteries of galaxies, quantum mechanics, and dark matter. With every discovery, the case for biblical creation grows stronger. The ICR Discovery Center for Science and Earth History is inspiring the next generation with the wonders of our Creator and teaching them how to view science and Earth history from a biblical perspective. Thank you for supporting ICR. Together, let's help students, ministry leaders, and families hold fast to the truth of God's Word, from the first page to the last.
Hello, my name is Joshua Dorn with the Dayton District CFC, and today we are here with Ms. Hemphill, the president of the board for the Multi-Faith Campus Alliance in the Miami Valley. Welcome, Ms. Hemphill.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be here.
Well, it's great having you, and we'll go ahead and get right into the interview here. So could you start off by telling us a little bit about your organization?
Absolutely. The Multi-Faith Campus Alliance in the Miami Valley, or MCA, we are a non-governing board. We are a nonprofit governing board. And as such, we employ the Multi-Faith Campus Chaplain at Sinclair Community College in Dayton, Ohio. And this chaplain, he works from the Multi-Faith Campus Office, which is a Center for Spiritual Life at Sinclair Community College. So the college provides a space for the employee that we have hired to assume the role of providing spiritual guidance and information for the entire community college. Continuing with the discussion about the board, we are volunteers. The board of directors, we are volunteers, and who are committed to ensuring that everybody who comes on to Sinclair Community College feels welcome, feels comfortable talking about religious diversity and those sorts of factors that can make our lives better and our education better. We have officers, we have members on the board, and we have standing committees. And as a board, we have fiscal responsibility for the chaplain's salary, and we recruit volunteers to help us do our job. So we are always looking for board members, and some of our programs, we are looking for volunteers also. So we provide a lot of fundraising and management for the employment of the campus chaplain.
That's great. Yeah, that sounds like some amazing work you all are doing. Could you tell me a little bit more about who your organization supports and some of the other programs that you offer throughout the year?
Absolutely. Again, we support the spiritual development for the entire campus. That includes students, the staff, the faculty, and contractors, because there are times when things happen in the society and the chaplain may need to put together a program or go to a group and counsel them. So the office is actually there for the entire staff at Sinclair Community College, and we're located in the main campus of Sinclair Community College, but he also provides outreach to the other satellite campuses that Sinclair has also. So we're talking, we're there for more than 30,000 individuals on a weekly basis. We provide diversity programming. We provide college-wide crisis care and support. We have drop-in services, classroom presentations, of course, and workshops for faculty and staff. We provide programming on contemporary and social issues. Examples of our workshops, we have a standing presentations on the Abrahamic religions, which includes Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. And our programs are pre-COVID. Our programs were in person, and the attendance was phenomenal. You never knew who was going to attend, but you could always count on faculties bringing their students to these types of presentations because they had assignments. If they were in humanities classes, they could gather information. We provide, now most of our programs, since COVID, most of our programs are virtual. However, we're starting to get back into the campus. One of the neat programs that we provide annually is called the Religious Fair. I think it's called a Religious Fair or the Spiritual Fair, something like that. And where the chaplain actually brings in leadership from all of the religions and non-religions from the Miami Valley. He has a network of people, and that day is really expounded because not only do these people come to campus to just be available in a setting to talk to people about, answer questions or talk to students in particular, but it also provides an opportunity for the students and those coming to our campus to sit down and have lunch together. And, you know, again, it's all about spiritual growth, which at an educational institution, I think that's really a great thing to have, an office of campus ministry, as it used to be called. So yes, we try to attend to all of those needs of all of those folks that we serve.
That's absolutely amazing, and I'm sure that, you know, a student in crisis receiving, you know, your services and everything, I mean, that's, you know, a godsend, so to speak. So it's pretty amazing things you guys are doing there.
Well, thank you.
Yep. And then one last question real quick. Does your organization offer volunteer opportunities? And if so, are those in person, or do you offer virtual volunteer opportunities as well?
That's a great question. I mean, really great, because nonprofit organizations like ours, that's how we survive, through volunteers. Every board member is a volunteer. No one gets paid to be on the board. So yes, we have volunteer opportunities, and we're hoping that folks will recognize that they can make a difference if they have an interest in multi-faith awareness, multi-faith growth, ensuring their own spiritual growth in their own religion. Then we welcome those folks to contact me. And because we have positions right now open on the board, and we have mentoring. This is a non-pressured board, but it is a working board, because we work to accomplish the task of managing the multi-faith chaplain, as well as ensuring that he has a salary. And he is, the current chaplain is a male. This is why you hear me continuing to say he, but we've had a couple females as well. So yes, volunteer opportunities are available. And right now the board is meeting on a regular basis. We meet about 5 times a year as an entire board, and we do that right now. Since COVID, we've been doing that in virtual meetings, and it's worked out really well. So if a person were interested, I would encourage them to contact me. And if they, to explore what opportunities are available, how they might work in this environment, and how much time they would be expected to commit, which is minimum 1 to 2 hours a week, if that. But I can be reached at Hemphill, HEMPHILLSL@gmail.com. I would welcome anyone to contact me for further information. And we have a website on Sinclair Community College campus ministry website, and we also have a MCA website. So they can learn much more than I can tell them in this interview. And I hope they will contact us.
Well, I hope so as well. And thank you for the interview once again. And for everybody watching, just as a reminder, it's the Multi-Faith Campus Alliance in the Miami Valley, and your CFC number is 92755. So yes. Again, thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Ms. Jordan. Have a great day.
You as well.
All right, bye-bye.
If you have an interest in collaborating to support multi-faith initiatives on Sinclair Community College, you can make a difference by joining the MCA Board of Directors. Basic skill sets will be built upon by serving on a committee, including tasks such as program management, bookkeeping, website management, social media, or fundraising. And the time commitment is approximately 1 to 2 hours each week. Again, please reach out to Ms. Hemphill at the address she provided to discuss your interests. Mentoring is assured by working with the committee chairperson, and growth opportunities are guaranteed. Faith-based organizations help improve spiritual and emotional well-being for individuals and families in our communities. You can be the face of change for faith-based charities. The world is a better the world is better when changemakers like us give together at givecfc.org. Thank you for joining us today.